Okay guys, I'm going to make a video talking about my history with Stephen King. Stevie. Probably the 20th century and the early 21st century, which we are now living in, the most popular horror writer of the late 20th century and early 21st century, Stephen King, of Maine, in the United States of America. From the small state of Maine hails Stephen King. I made a video, it was my second YouTube video I ever made, April 2008. I did a very, very crude, horrible form, 100-pound dumbbell curl for 1 rep in my left arm. It was like this. I didn't even supinate it right, I had it like this. This was April 2008, before I really knew the technicalities and the supreme skill behind odd lifting. I didn't have any of that down. I got a lot of flack for it back when I had my old Rob Roy 122 account. The internet trolls bashed me pretty bad, and maybe I deservedly so. Back before I had any of the skill, before I was a skilled technician in odd lifting, before I properly trained my back and legs, way before that. So this is over 7 years ago, and I dropped Stephen King's name and kind of took a few shots at Stephen King. Stephen King this September, I believe, will turn 68 years of age. So he's getting up there. And the thing I was unsatisfied about Stephen King was this. You see, just like his protagonist, Roland Deschain, the Last Gunslinger, I have some of his kit. I can't remember the word he uses in the Dark Tower series for his kit. I think he calls it his gunna, G-U-N-N-A, gunna. That's like his kit of supplies. So I have some authentic whiskey. I have some tobacco in my kit. Some authentic whiskey. And now, you see, this is the protagonist of the Dark Tower series, the magnum opus, in my opinion, of any anthology, any novel, any short story, any novella, any contribution Stephen King has ever done. His greatest work has been the 8 books in the Dark Tower series, and this is the protagonist of the series, Roland Deschain, the Last Gunslinger. In the series, him and his quartet, or group of friends, search for the Dark Tower. You can see the Dark Tower in an imposing fashion behind Roland Deschain, the Last Gunslinger, right there, the Dark Tower. This is from the final chronologically ordered book in the series. He's reached the Dark Tower, and there he has his sandalwood revolver. And there's Stephen King from this year at 67 years old. You see him? Kind of a average looking, kind of nerdy, older looking guy. Not taking any shots at him. Says "I love books" on his t-shirt. He's not really that great of a writer, he's not really an intellectuals writer. He's no Lord Dunsany, Lord Dunsany, Arthur Machen, Herman Melville, Cormac McCarthy, Edgar Allan Poe, or Shakespeare. He's not like that. He's not in that level. He's a mass-produced fiction writer, like Nora Roberts or Danielle Steele, or the women that wrote 50 Shades of Grey series or the Twilight series. And the guns of Deschain, the 2 big sandalwood revolvers. These are the guns that Roland Deschain carries. He's a knight, except in the place of a sword and a shield, he carries 2 sandalwood revolvers. So the gunslinger's equal to a knight, and in his plane of reality, it's called Midworld. And that's where he draws the other members of his quartet or group of friends from our plane of reality, or our world. So, as an odd lifter, I kind of see myself as the Last Gunslinger, the last real You know, the last real steroid-free guy doing it for the love, not wages. Doing it for the love and not the wages, not the money. You see, my sandalwood revolvers, if you will, in a metaphorical sense. Right here is one. I've had a lot of good times with this guy right here. And of course, not to be forgotten, the right-handed, more powerful revolver right there. The next video I will make will be concerning Cormac McCarthy's masterpiece, Blood Meridian, or The Evening Redness in the West. And I will, in specific, talk about his, the character of Judge Holden in that book, and the ending of the book. So I'll talk to you guys later. Or see you guys.